Welcome to AbifabPodcastShow today. Today I have a guest with me in the studio. She is a mother, a single mother for that matter, an entrepreneur, and a social media influencer. When I say social media influencer, those of you watching me right away, you know her. Maybe you don't know her by face or through the video this afternoon, you are going to know her more better. I will call on her to introduce herself to the viewers and to the house. Madam, can we meet you?
Good afternoon. It's nice being here. You have a nice studio here.
Okay.
Okay. My name is Imaobong Stephen. I'm from Akwa Ibom State.
Okay.
And I base in Lagos State.
Okay.
I'm a single mother of one.
Okay.
Beautiful daughter.
Thank you.
I'm a serial networker and an entrepreneur. Yeah.
Yeah. This podcast show is all about business and lifestyle. Lifestyle in the sense that I want to know about you, your lifestyle, the single motherhood, your business, and your wares, your wardrobe, and things around you. Because you are looking glamour in this afternoon, you are looking cashing away. So maybe you tell our viewers what is the secret behind this smile.
Nothing much is the secret behind my smile, though. It's my motivation and God's grace that is behind the smile. Yeah, nothing much.
Yeah.
Because life on itself is, but then I'm always a happy person because it's not easy to wake up and see another day. Yeah.
What makes you happy or what makes you sad?
What makes me sad? A whole lot of things make me sad. Yeah, a whole lot of things do make me sad, and a whole lot of things also do makes me happy. And one of the most important things that makes me happy in life,
Yeah.
it's when I wake up and see a brand new day. I am always a happy person because that's the grace I know so many people did not have, and I had it. And what makes me unhappy are things, there are unforeseen circumstances that will just creep into your happy day, things you never planned or news you would hear on phone, things that are not, it is just part of life and it's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Imaobong by name, Imaobong Stephen by name, if I'm right.
Yeah.
A single mother of one.
Yeah.
What's your area of business? What do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said earlier, I said I am a serial networker.
Okay.
Yeah, a serial online networker.
Yeah. Content
And
creator.
entrepreneur. Don't add that content creator to me, please. Don't add that yet. Okay, so
I always see you on social media.
Yeah, you always see me on social media because I'm actually trying to build my social media presence. Yeah. So right now I won't call myself a content creator. I won't call myself an influencer, though anybody can call me that. I'm still going there. There is a whole lot I need to learn and equip myself with to be able to provide value that requires such profile to my name.
What's special about Imaobong that people don't know?
What's special about Imaobong that people don't know is that Imaobong is special. Just the name alone is special, Imaobong.
What's the meaning of Imaobong?
The meaning of Imaobong, that's God's love.
God's love. Okay.
Yes, love of God.
Okay.
So once you see Imaobong, that's what makes me special. Once you see Imaobong, you've seen God's love. Yeah.
I think I was on social media. I belong to the same group with you. You make people laugh. You make people laugh. At times, there was a video I watched recently in the last 24 hours about you, where you said they're after you. They're running after you. A bike, a policeman, and a helicopter in the air running after with your daughter. One small girl, that girl in a vehicle. How do you come about that? Are you just create to make people laugh, to make people happy, or just for yourself alone?
Okay. That is actually from a place of creativity, trying to picture what I can actually do, learning, like learning content creation, how to create certain kinds of content. Because I do see some kind of content online. I was just like, how does this thing work? But still, I can't really know how it works until I try practicalizing them myself. So it's
because on that comment, a lot of people were commenting and people were laughing that run or something like that. Okay, now let's talk about relationship.
okay.
Have you ever loved a man?
Of course, I have loved a man.
I've loved a man.
Yeah.
Before now.
Yeah, before.
You still love him? That same person?
That same person? Do I still love him? No.
You don't love him again?
No.
Is there any reason you can tell us that? Can tell us why you don't love him again? Is there any?
Because the love died.
Love died.
And it was buried.
Love died and it was buried.
Yeah. So is it possible to die to
die, buried,
and still love the person again? If something is dead and it is buried, is it possible to still?
Okay. Do you still love now? Do you have somebody you love?
Do I still have somebody I love?
Yeah.
Do I want to talk about that now?
Maybe you tell our viewers. Or a young man looking at you, looking at a fine young lady, a single mother, and wants to key on the line or wants to call me on my Abifab.
Presently, I am single in singular.
Okay. Yeah.
When I said single in singular.
So, dear viewers, thank you for watching Abifab Podcast Show. See, single and singular means application is expected. Please. She's a single mother of one.
Please, I am not actually single, desperate, and searching. That I said I am single does not mean I am desperate. Yeah. So before you come knocking on my door, you have to be a matured and understanding person.
What is maturity in a man?
Maturity.
And what is the understanding you want? Or you needed from a man?
Maturity in a man is when a man knows your flaws, knows your shortcomings, and they don't take advantage of it. Neither do they use them against you. That's maturity in a man to me. Maturity in a man that you can literally tell a man your past history and you know it is safe with that person. Not somebody that in 1 to 2, 3 months, 3, 4 months, the person will start rubbing your past in you all because you shared your past with the person.
Okay. A man that can keep secrets, a man that is confident in you, even with your past, good or wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, now we want to talk about single motherhood.
Okay.
The single mother is rampant nowadays. Please, what is the cause of this single mother? It's too rampant.
Okay, single motherhood. It's more or less I don't know, would I tag it a general syndrome? And I don't think I like it. Despite the fact that I am one, that would not make me say it is good. Neither will I say it is bad, but naturally it is not good. And it could be averted if parents actually goes back to where they fall and look at where they got it wrong and what got them to where they are that made them single mothers. They will try to correct that error by making sure their children don't fall in that same place. Okay, in my own case, I would say it is a generational thing. It is a transferable thing.
Can we know?
Even when I was not born, I didn't know I was going to be born to this family. I came and I meet something that has already been in the destiny or in the line of the family. My grandmom got my mom out of wedlock. My mom got me out of wedlock.
Serious.
Do you understand? And I got my first daughter out of wedlock. So recently, my uncles, like let's just say all the first daughter from my mother, from my grandmother's side, virtually all of us before they discovered me, I've already discovered. Before them, they would discover me. I discovered myself. And I said to myself, my daughter cannot repeat the kind of mistake I did. That is what my parents didn't do for me. That's where I say parents has a role to play. None of my parents told me, this is it, this is that. But I figured out those things through the word of God. And also knowing that some things can be passed on to people with or without your permission. So I got to understand that.
Your mom was not there for you. Is that what you're saying at the early stage?
Outside her not being there for me. Okay, let me tell you the story of how I came into existence, or how my mom got pregnant of me while she was in secondary school.
Wow.
And paused her education career on
She paused it because she could not continue.
Yeah. So once you're pregnant, how parents is, they carry you, they dump you for the man. So generally now you're a married woman, even when nothing has been paid on your head. So I had a sister on the process of my brother still trying to take care of me. She was pregnant and
you are the eldest in the family.
Not the eldest. I have a senior brother.
Okay.
But he's my half brother.
Okay.
Yeah. Same father, but different mother.
Yeah. Let's talk about your mom now.
So now my mom gave birth to me while she was in secondary school. Along the line, the parents came pick her up after they saw to read that she has put to bed the second one. They came pick her. They said, my father has not paid the dowry. She should come and go back to school. Which the pick her, she left. And she left me, my younger sister, in the care of my father. So my father had another woman she married, and that's my stepmom. So my stepmom wasn't really friendly, and she wasn't taking care of us she wasn't taking care of us like her own children. And I grew up to see my stepmom, while my father would go to work, bring in another man into my father's house. And as a child, when my father comes back and I complain, it is being believed that it is a child's talk, it is just talk, I don't know what I am saying.
Maybe they won't say you had malaria.
So they continue until I think my father had to start believing or thinking on. So one day my father had to come back unannounced
from work
and meet the man. I returned back and met the man, and there was a whole lot of. So after then, I think my stepmom was very, very hostile towards, and started treating.
So after that incident, your dad still allow her to stay in the house?
And she still stayed. Till this minute, she's still my stepmom, though my father is late. Do you understand me? So but she started mistreating us. So one day she beat me, broke my head, or whether head, or injured me. And she was pregnant. That was her first pregnancy to my father. So my grandmom had to come pick me up. But before my grandmom picked me up, my grandmom came with koboko for her. So she's a pregnant woman, so they cannot beat her with hands. So they came with koboko. My grandmom used koboko to beat her back and with her legs, since she's a girl, so I now picked me. So I grew up with my grandmom. Virtually everybody in my environment knows my grandmother to be my mother. But once you see my mother, the resemblance will tell you this is
your mom.
My mom. But the society and everybody knows my grandmom to be my mom. And I know her to be my mom because it was once in a while my mom came. And my mom came back one time, one December, and bought a cloth to tell you how long a woman has left the children and did not see them. Came back, bought a cloth. We've oversized the cloth.
Serious?
Yeah.
It's a wonderful story.
So now, did you see how parental upbringing actually also affected me?
Journey.
My mother was one way, my father was one way, and we were in a different place.
Under the grandma cover.
So I grew up with my grandmom. My grandmom actually raised me up. Yeah. Whatever it is I am today is credited to that woman. She was an adult education teacher.
Okay.
And she was a disciplinarian.
Good.
She knows God and she loves God. So while I stayed with my grandmom, from Monday to Sundays, I have activities I was always doing. And
is it the shop, market, or where?
She has a shop, not just shop. Shop, church, and other activities I have to do. So from Mondays to Sundays, I will tell you my schedule. Or Monday. Monday I go to church. Monday I go to choir parties as a chorister, children's choir. I belong to the children's choir. Monday I go to choir, to choir rehearsals. Tuesday is midweek service. Wednesday is what we call witness class, because I was born and bred in the Apostolic Church.
Good.
So Thursday is service. Friday is program in church. Then Saturday, as a child, we are the ones that sweep the church, cut the church grass, mop all the chairs, and arrange the church against Sunday service.
Yeah, at this point, sorry for cutting. At this point, how did you become a teenager mother? I want to know the.
Okay.
You wanted to tell us the story how you became pregnant. Also, you had your first child and you became a single at that level, because your mom left you, grandma took you up, and you were growing up from the grandma place with these activities. With this, how did it happen?
How it happened?
Yeah.
Okay. There is this set of friends I had back then. I wouldn't say I was pregnant. I didn't know I was pregnant. But I was surprised my friend knew I was pregnant. My friend knew I was pregnant. And I didn't know. So this is how my pregnancy came about. I had this man. He's an older man. The person who impregnated me was not a teenager.
Was not a teenager.
I wasn't impregnated by a teenager. I was impregnated by a man that is older than a matured man.
You were not forced. Circumstances brought it up.
I was forced. But that's story for another day.
So at that level, you became pregnant and you became a mother.
Yeah.
At the teenage age.
Yeah.
How did you raise the child?
Okay, let me go into the story of the pregnancy. After I discovered I was pregnant, the friend I told you about actually gave me some herbs. You know, I am naive. I know nothing. They know more than me.
Yeah.
She gave me
exposed than you.
Yeah, gave me some. I did not even know it was herbs or whatever. She gave me something. Asked me to take it that the pregnancy would be aborted. I took it because I wanted the pregnancy to go. It wasn't working. I told her the thing wasn't working. She took me to a nurse. They gave me injections. These injections, I'm telling you, my grandmother does not know, and nobody in the house knows. I would go to school. I'm going to school. On my way going to school, I have to go take these injections. I'll go to school from there. I'll be feeling drowsy and feel like very weak.
Sleepy.
When I get to school, I will be sleeping. So I think the injection was for 3 days. And in that 3 days, I wasn't myself. And the blood would just come small. What I can remember now, blood would just come small and stop. I'll go back to tell the nurse, say, don't worry, before you finish the injection, it will finish. All these things, is this my friend that took me to do it.
And your tutor?
Yes. And do you know why she was doing that? She's collecting money from me. Because in my house, even in the whole compound that I was, people trust me. Like if I'm in this place, people will trust. They used to keep their money with me. Other people in the compound used to, because of their children, maybe they steal money, they carry money to do things, they'll keep me their money, give me their money.
Like the local bank.
Yes. My grandmom would they would have money in Ghana Moscow. I'm the only person that has the key to that money. So I used to have money. So she was using that avenue to exploit me, to get money from me.
Is it that she has a plan with the nurse or knowingly or...
No, I don't think she had a plan with the nurse. I wouldn't say she had a plan with the nurse. The one I know she had plan with was the one she gave me. That she just gave me. She just went and carried something and gave me. Know very well that
so at the end of the day, you had it.
At the end of the day, I had my child, but before I had the child, my grandmom got to know I was pregnant and now asked me, who impregnated you? Are you pregnant? I said no. Even on the very day she wanted to know, are you pregnant? I said no. She said, look at you. You said you're not pregnant. So yeah, let's go inside. We went inside. She asked me to undress. I undressed. As I was just undressing, immediately she saw me. She said, see your breast. You said you're not pregnant. See your breast. But yeah, lie down. And I lie down. She pressed my tummy. That's when the whole thing she got to know. She now asked me how it happened. But before my grandmom would know, my uncle knew. And that my uncle who knew was being told by this same friend of mine who has been exploiting me.
Bad friend.
So that my uncle had already known, he had come to ask me, I wanted to deny. He said I should not deny that they had already told him. The person that has been giving me medicine, doing this, has already told me everything. I said, okay, I explained who he went, me and him. We went to the man. My uncle talked to him, you know, this girl is still in school, so we need to abort this pregnancy so that she can continue with her studies. He said, okay, no problem, and agreed to give my uncle money, but not that particular day. Fix a date and ask, because he was a tailor, fix a date and ask my uncle to come back on that date to come collect the money. But before that day, my grandmom, which is my uncle's mother, got to know about it. So the terminating of the pregnancy was no longer
possible. Today, you had a child.
Yeah.
Single mother. How old is that child of that?
How old is my daughter? Do I still want to tell the viewers how old is my daughter?
Okay, you know, you said something earlier during this cast that what happened to your mom actually fall back on you, and you are also working not to happen to your daughter.
Okay.
We want to know why I'm asking is that at this age of adulthood of yours, you don't want such thing to happen to your daughter. Does that mean that she's still a minor, or she is a teenager, or she has grown?
She is a teenager. She has grown. She's in university.
Good.
Yeah. Currently, she has passed that level of me passing, or she repeating. So she has broken that record.
Okay, good. As a single mother, what can you tell single mother watching you on screen on this Abifab podcast show?
It's not just about what I can tell the single mothers, but what I can tell the teenagers.
Okay. So what are the teenagers?
Peer pressures is very, 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 very common. This is what influences the teenagers. I would advise teenagers to see their parents as their best confidant and friend first, more than seeing a friend as a confidant. Then parents, you should do your best to make sure that your children, your daughters, not just your daughters, your children as a whole, sees you as somebody they can talk to. I could not access my mother. Even when she's around, I could not access her. I was always afraid of her. Yes. I can talk to somebody else, but I can't talk to my mom. So even when you're having things to share, what happened to you, you cannot say it to your mom because you're afraid she's going to already kill you. Yes. Children are bound to make mistakes. Let them be free to come to tell you, Mommy, as I was coming from the road, somebody talked to me and the person gave me money. It is at that point you as a parent would guide that child through. Definitely try to know the person, give the person a warning. Please don't try this again with my child. But most children cannot do that to their parents because their parents are so uptight. Very uptight. Not friendly and cordial to their children. The best friend every child should have before any other friend should be his parents, especially the mothers.
Okay, thank you.
So mothers, please do well to have a relationship with your children. When I said relationship, let it be like have a relationship like you're having a relationship with somebody else. Build a mother and daughter relationship, and also build a relationship that goes out of you seeing her as a total different person's child. Counsel her, and still let her know you are the mother you love, that you are talking to her as a friend. You're not just talking to her as a mother, but you're talking to her as a friend. So when you have this relationship with your child, trust me, they can trust you with 80% of what is happening in their life. Letting them keep you out of what they have in their mind or what they are battling with. Children also have things they are battling with. When they went to school, somebody bullied them or somebody did this and did one thing or the other, and they cannot literally come to tell you because they know your reaction. They know you're actually going to go to school to go and fight the other parent. No, the child is not telling you because he wants you to go there and fight. The child is telling you that because there is something inside her or him that he wants you to understand. Most of them, they become timid because of how. So, but by the time you start talking to them, you encourage them. When my child was always in school, she'll come back, she'll tell me somebody beat her. I say, now, you're telling me, what do you want me to go and do? I should go and fight the child for you, or I should do what? If they beat you, please beat them back. That's it. Do you understand me?
Thank you.
Don't come to tell me, because I cannot go and fight children's fights in the school. And with God on my side, I don't think I have ever gone to school to embarrass a teacher or to fight another parent because I will tell my child, stay away from trouble. And anything that will make you fight, walk away from it.
Okay. Thank you, viewers. My guest today, she has been ditching out her experience, lifestyle, and where there is correction, she's telling Nigerian teenagers and single mother that don't try this. I've experienced it, and this is not a good one for you to undergo. I want to come to this. I know, are you from Akwa Ibom or Cross River?
Okay, please, before we go over to that, I want to say something still on the single motherhood aspects. Now, we have several kinds of single mothers.
Okay.
We have several kinds of single mothers. We have the widow single mothers. We have the separated single mothers. We have the one that happened as a result of relationship they both had, and the girl felt, if I get pregnant for this man, is going to marry. Please, this particular part is what I want to talk about.
Okay.
This is not just for teenagers, but for the single ladies out there. Never you make this mistake of taking in for any man just to use that as an avenue to hook the man down to marry you. If the man is not yours, the man can stay with you, have children, 3-4 children with you, and tomorrow will still leave you and marry who he was destined to marry, because that was not his destiny. You were not you were not destined to be his wife. So please, we have different kinds of single mothers, and when you get to know how most of them are the reasons why they are single mothers. They personally decide to, out of fun or out of whatever it is they wanted to get at the end, and it did not favor them. So please, we should curtail the numbers of single mothership we have in our society, because it's becoming so alarming, and it's not funny, because there is a stigmatization that comes with it. I don't know where that stigmatization came from, but I shall know that there's a stigma that comes with it. Yeah. Plenty people will tell you, it's good. Plenty people will tell you it's not good. Some people will tell you they like them. Some people will tell you they don't like them. And there's nothing you can do about it. You can't force people over their choices and opinions. So when somebody says, I don't like single mother, I just understand him. He or she has his own reason. I don't feel bad because you say you don't like me as a single mother. It's not my doing. If I had my way, I wouldn't have been. So we should stop the stigmatization on single motherhood. Yes, and try to work on correcting the error. That then my plea is to the men. There is no single mother that came into existence without a man in the picture.
Sure.
Some single mothers were raped. Some single mothers were drugged. Some single mothers were abused and molested. So please, men, you guys have a whole, that's it. The picture boils down to you people. I was on a live section some minutes ago with a man. We were live, And he was telling me, when a 13-year-old child is now dressing half naked, dressing in a matured woman's or dressing, I said, it is in your position to call this child and try to groom her to become better. And if she is not ready to change, it is not in your position to take advantage of her. She is still naive. They are naive. Teenagers are naive. They are floating. They believe they have come to that stage of life, but meanwhile they have not seen life. So they can easily be deceived. They are easily deceived. So the man was just like, is it not, if it is in a position that if you touch them, they should say no. I said they would say no. Some of them will say no, but some men will not let it go. They will keep persisting. They will keep persisting with money. They will keep persisting with gifts. They will keep persisting with different kinds of things and lure these girls into this thing. And most of these men will leave Patakat to come to work and they'll be doing this thing 1-2 months with this girl, and this girl will feel they have somebody that before you know the man will leave and the girl will later discover she's pregnant. At that point, she cannot even trace
the man again.
Whoever gave her pregnant. So what do you think?
Thank you, viewers. Like I said, Mabo, when a single mother, she's sharing her experience and what she noticed about single motherhood and teenagers. That's what she just telling us this afternoon. Lifestyle. I will talk to her business. Now, I was trying to ask you, this generally about Calabar people who knows how to cook. Is it trained to cook or they learn it along the line? Because you have Calabar kitchen, you have Calabar restaurant, you have Calabar hotel. When you enter any hotel, you see Calabar people they are cooking. Is it a gift?
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for that question.
Yes.
I was born and bred to understand that that's the gift God blessed us with. But in these gifts, it is not every Calabar people that can actually. But now let me say something. I'm not actually from Calabar.
Okay.
I'm from Akwa Ibom State.
Okay.
Because there is this notion in the Yoruba land, not just Yoruba land, outside the southeast, that once you see somebody from Akwa Ibom or anywhere, they are Calabar. There's a difference between Calabar and there's a difference between Akwa Ibom. But we are all one. Calabar is the mother of Akwa Ibom State. Okay. Calabar is a state on its own. Okay. Akwa Ibom is a state on its own. Yeah. But Akwa Ibom was created by Calabar. So now, Calabar has a language. Okay. Akwa Ibom has a language. And we also have a general language that so if a Calabar person decides to speak Calabar right here, I would just be here. I would not hear it. Sure. Yeah. And if I decide to speak my own dialect, my own language, a Calabar person would still be here and still not here. Except I decide to use the general. Do you understand? Yeah. So that's it about Calabar. Naturally, is a gift, but in this gift, if you are born and raised not to be at home cooking things or get a maid for you, you can definitely not be a Akwa Ibom person and know how to cook. Because some parents believe in my place, we can actually not taking maids to do most of the things we are supposed to do. That is where our children grow up to be the best the best cook. Both our male and both our female can cook. Yes, they can cook very, very well.
Yes, she said she can cook. She can teach. And she's a performing lady, young at heart and very vibrant. In fact, her sense of social media influencer is number one. So for that man that is watching and looking at a beautiful lady beside Abifab, please, the application is
which approved. Application? They are submitting the application to you.
No. So while we are running on,
are you wait. Are you advertising me for?
No, I'm just telling viewers, my viewers. God bless all my viewers. I'm just telling my viewers that I just talk to me. Okay. Talk to me, Talk to me.
They should talk to you.
Talk to me. I guarantee you talk to me. But she has told you the quality of the man she needs. So don't come and if you are a bitter, please don't let me even talk here on this screen. Now, as we're ending up, what advice will you give teenagers, single mothers, businessmen, businesswomen, a man that is also thinking of raping or abusing a little girl?
Okay.
As we're rounding up.
I would start with mothers.
Okay.
Mothers, please, I am begging you.
Yeah.
Have a relationship with your daughter.
Good one.
Have a relationship with your sons. Not just have relationship with your children generally. Let your sons know that it is not right to go into premarital sex when they are not ready for it, when they are not due for it. Parents, that's your primary assignment. That's our primary assignment as parents. And I know it's not as if the parents have not been doing it, they have been doing it. A child there are children that are from a good home that will still disappoint the parents. That's not because the parents did not do well, but because the children actually, it is peer pressure.
Yeah.
So they just have to explore things and they have explored it. But then, you don't have to use that yardstick, that same yardstick with the other of your children. Once you've noticed that one has derailed, you have to put preventive measures. So, in other ways, dig down into your family lineage. Know what both your maternal and your paternal family lineage. Dig for something. Do research. Discover things. Some things are passed over to you, and you pass them over to your children without knowing. You heard my story. My grandmom, my mom, me, and even my uncles from my maternal homes. All their first daughter, they have a child out of marriage. They have. So it was just recently I spoke with my auntie, my uncle's wife, and I was just like, auntie, have you seen this thing? She said, so you, as little as you are, you have discovered this thing, and your uncles, they have not discovered it. I said, it's left for them. Me, it has really bothered me. I said, look at blessing, because there was a time I called them, I saw a baby in their hand. I thought it was my uncle's child. And I asked, who owns this child? They said, it's Blessing. Which Blessing? The child I own. This girl, I'm telling you, I raised her.
She's
older than my daughter.
She also a mother now.
She's already a mother.
Outside marriage.
Outside marriage.
We have mercy.
Do you understand me? So at this point, you have to look into your lineage to make sure you correct some errors. You will not blame these children. It is a system that has been formed that way. And until that system is tracked down to the root and treated, you cannot, no matter how careful you are as a parent, no matter, see, this one prayer, yes, prayer can actually solve. But when you pray and you're not putting preventive measures into place, sister, brother, it will still happen. It is something you pass on to them without knowing.
Okay.
Some families pass rich inheritance into people. Some people pass poverty. Some people pass suffering. Some people pass a whole lot of things, sorrows. Do you understand me? So be careful of what you pass on to your children. Parents, treat it, look at it. If you would be the only person that would break that curse, that yoke in your family, please be that person. Know what you're battling. Because we all have a battle. In each family that we are all there for a purpose. So if your purpose is to discover that this is the problem you have, please stress it and track it. Because this single motherhood of a thing, if you look at it, go into looking into you see most of them, the parents are not married. If you dig, you will discover the parents were not. It is a past
generational cause.
It's not
generational issues.
So if it is being treated, it is being corrected, it can definitely be. But then, teenagers, please, my advice to you is, don't let peer pressures control you over what your parents want for you. Your parents would always want the best for you. Your parents are your number one top fan in life.
Sure.
No matter how bad your parent is, no matter how wicked you see your parents is, they will never want anything bad to happen to you. That's your parents for you. Because I've grown to understand that while I was always beaten, I felt my parents, they were always hating me. But when I grew into maturity, sometimes I would say, if these people did not do me this way, maybe my life would have been in a mess. So teenagers, don't feel your mother is too upright. Do you understand me? You just have to see your parents as your best friend.
Good.
Let your mother be the friend the first friend you even have. If you have issues, talk to your mothers. If somebody is touching you where they are not supposed to, somebody is trying to molest you, somebody, no matter how your mother is, talk to your parents. Let them know. Have your parents as your friends too, because this will actually help you from impending doom and dangers.
Thank you, viewers. My guest said, teenagers, if someone is touching you or asking you out, asking you for favor that's beyond your level, beyond your brain, talk to your mother. Mothers, don't be too far from your children. Not only your daughter, your son, because the boys are also molested. It's not only the girls, the boys are also molested. Today, I draw the curtain of Abifab Podcast Show with my guest. The next episode, expect a beautiful other guest here on this program. Today, Imaobong has really tried, and she has talked to single mothers, she has talked to teenagers, and she has told us about lifestyles, even her business, how she's making it, and how things have been going well. So, viewers, don't forget to subscribe to these channels on YouTube. www.youtube.com/@AbifabPodcastShow. We come here nearly every day. Every day we bring guests of different virtues, of different background, of different business and styles, lifestyles to come and talk to you. Thank you very well, and see you another episode. Bye.